Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we are coming to a conclusion of our 1958 NFL replay of the Cleveland Browns and Jim Brown using 2nd and 10 football. Absolute marvelous game. The Cleveland Browns went undefeated, 10 wins, no defeats, and 2 ties. They won the East. In real life, the Giants would win the Eastern Conference in 1958 and lose to the Baltimore Colts. Well, the Colts still won the West. 8 wins, 3 losses, and a tie. So it's the Colts visiting Cleveland. Can they snap the Cleveland Browns' undefeated streak? The Browns hope to bring the trophy to Cleveland, Ohio. So let's get to the ball game. I will be playing as the Cleveland Browns, the 2nd and 10 sim engine Baltimore Colts. Let's give you a preview as we are playing in Cleveland. Key players for the 58 Colts: Johnny Unitas at quarterback, Jim Parker at tackle, Carl Tastef as a punt returner defensive back, the dangerous end Raymond Berry, and the defensive back Andy Nelson. For the Cleveland Browns, it's Jim Brown as a fullback, Jim Ray Smith as a guard, Ray Renfro as a flanker, Preston Carpenter as an end, and Mike McCormick at tackle. Those are the key players in this 1958 retro replay NFL championship game, but it's the Browns instead of the Giants taking on the Colts here in Cleveland. Here at Cleveland Municipal, Todd B says, "Let's go Browns." Hope all is well, Todd. So without any further ado, let's get to the game. And the Brown, they'll have AI control. Here's the coin toss. Baltimore won the toss and elect to receive. So Lou the Toe Groza will kick things off. Lenny Lyles and Bert Rechichar are back deep for Baltimore. Here comes the Toe. He's going to kick deep. Lyles around the 8 and out of bounds at the 26, an 18-yard return. So here's Johnny Unitas and the Baltimore Colts. Unitas under center, split backs of Alan Amici and Lenny Lyles. Lenny Moore is out wide. He's the flanker. The ends are Barry and Muchler. Amici's a B back. Lyles is a D. Lenny Moore is an A receiver along with Barry. And Muchler is a B. Out of the backfield, Amici's a C receiver and Lyles is a D. We're going to play all-purpose defense. And we're going to key Alan Amici on the run. All-purpose defense for Cleveland. Looking for Amici. Handoff to Amici. And he only picks up a yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the Colts 27. Temperature 33 degrees. Cloudy, light rain. Winds 11 miles per hour. So it is 2nd and 9. Standard coverage. Shadow the quarterback. Playing pass. Standard coverage. Dupree gets the call on the handoff. 4 yards. Brought down by the Cleveland defense. Tackled by Junior Wren. So it's Dupree and Billy Pricer in the split backfield on 3rd and 5. Unitas under center. Moore is the flanker. The ends are Barry and Muchler. Big down here in this championship game. Standard coverage, actually bump and run coverage. Shadow the quarterback. Playing pass, looking for the short pass. Raymond Barham on a medium short. Caught by Berry at the 35. Tackled by Catlin. Gain of 5. Flag on the play. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, wow. Personal foul on the offense. And that's going to nullify unnecessary roughness and extra, a little over-exuberance by the Colts. The Browns will accept. And instead of a first down... Oh, it comes after the first down. So the Colts do get the first down, but they're backed up 15 yards. So they still pick up the first down, but move backwards as it comes after the play. The 5 yards count. So the split backs of Amici and Dupree, Unitas under center. Moore, Berry, and Mutchler are your receivers. Run defense. They'll key Allen Amici. They're keying Amici on the run. 8 men up in the box for Cleveland. Amici gets the call. And he gets 3 tough yards. Paul Wiggins on the tackle. 2nd and 7 on the Colt 24. 2nd and 7. Linebacker blitz. Tight coverage by the Browns. Amici and Lyles in the backfield. Here comes the blitz. It's a give to Amici. He has some room to the outside. Pickup of 9. So Amici bounced to the outside when he's knocked out of bounds. The chains move once again for the Colts. 1st and 10 on their 33. 12:41 left in this scoreless first quarter. Amici and Dupree in the backfield. Unitas under center. Moore, Berry, and Mutchler are your receivers. Run defense. Run defense. With no key, 8 men up in the box. Browns flag on the play. Flag on the play. False start on the offense. And the game audio is not coming through on the broadcast. Well, we'll just stick with it. Right now, we're not going to go back and try to change it. It was coming through beforehand. And let's see if we can change that quickly. Open sound settings. All right, we'll just continue. On. So it's 1st and 15 after the false start. 1st and 15. Standard zone on 1st and 15 for the Browns. Unitas takes his usual drop. Medium long out to Lenny Moore. Moore is open. Does he beat the zone? He's got it at the 45. Tripped up by Kontz at the 46. It's a completion for 18 yards. Todd beat yet. No animation. No animation in this game. Fun game, though. I did put up, like, these are the dice rolls and things like that. Todd, can you hear? I don't think you guys can hear game sound. It was working at first. This is always happens. And we're just going to continue on. Let's see if we can get some game sound in here. So I'm going to hit save. I'm going to save the game for a moment. And we're going to go to black as we're going to exit out. And then we're going to come right back into this game in a moment. So you just hear my lovely vocals. And let's just make sure that we're going to bring the game back up. And let's see what we got here. As we're trying to get the game vocals back up. See, that's set. That should come through. That should come through. All right. Let's try this again. And now I think you should be able to hear the game sound. All right. And let's make sure we're back up. Hold on a second. And there we are. We're back up. Thank you for the patience. We got the game sound. I think you should be able to hear it a little better. All right, so it's 1st and 10 for the Colts. On the Colt 46. Amici and Lyle split backs. Unitas under center. Moore, Berry, and Mushler are your receivers. All-purpose tight defense for the Browns. Keying no one. It gives to Amici. Let's see what he can do. Fisk with great penetration. He misses the tackle. Amici keeps his legs churning. Picks up 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Oh boy, Galen Fisk had him in the backfield for a loss. Amici breaks the tackles. Keeps his legs a-moving. Now it's 2nd and 7 on the Colt 49. 2nd and 7. Amici and Dupree in the backfield. Usual suspects at the wideouts. Johnny Unitas barks out the signs. Linebacker blitz, tight coverage by the Browns. Here comes the blitz. Bump and run. Walt Michaels, Amici has the ball, but he's brought down after 4 yards though. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. He gets by the blitzing linebacker, picks up 4, and a crucial 3rd and 3 as the Colts penetrate Brown territory on the 47. 3rd and 3. It's going to be a run blitz. They're going to shoot all their linebackers to the run gap. Split backfield of Amici and Dupree. Here come the backs. It's a play fake to Dupree. Unitas under heavy pressure from Bob Gain.
Flag on the play.
Scrambling. 1 yard.
Holding. Offense.
All right. So the run blitz disrupts the play-action pass. Unitas scrambles for his life. Charlie Brown. And it's now going to be 4th and 2. Would they go for it on the Cleveland 47? That's the question. We're going to decline the penalty. We're going to take 4th and 2. We're going to decline, and we're going to make it 4th and 2. And they send out the punt team. And we're going to watch for the fake. So Ray L. Brown comes out to punt. Counts back. The ball bounces wildly. And what a wacky play. The snap is over the Browns' head. The ball is bouncing wildly at the Baltimore 34. And Don R. Paul fouls on it for Cleveland. So it was a fire drill gone bad for the special teams for the 58 Colts. And look at this. The Browns have it. 1st and 10 on the Colt 34. And here comes Milt Plum to lead the offense. You have split backs of Bobby Mitchell and the great one, Jim Brown. Brown went over 1,600 yards in our replay. Ray Renfro's the flanker. The ends are Carpenter and Brewster. They're going for the kill. Play action fake. They're looking deep for Ray Renfro. Let's see how the Colts will. Colts doubling Renfro. Play action fake. Plum looking. He's going to throw to Renfro anyway on the goal route. But there's nothing there. Incomplete. Double coverage on Renfro, but Plum threw it up. So it's now 2nd and 10 from the Colt 34. It's going to be a handoff to Jimmy Brown on 2nd and 10. They give it to number 32. Baltimore in a deep zone. Jim Brown, 7 yards before Shinnick brings him down. So they were looking pass all the way. That long bomb to Renfro loosened them up. And it's now going to be 3rd and 3 from the Colt 27. They'll give it to Jim Brown once again. 3rd and 3. Could be 2 down territory here. Baltimore looking for the run. Brown has it. Stuffed behind the line. And that's a loss of a yard. 4th and 4. Only 29% chance of Groza making this kick. If we missed the kick, the rules back then, Baltimore would get the ball on the 20, but we're going to go for it. On 4th and 4, split backs of Brown and Mitchell. Renfro, Carpenter, Brewster are your receivers. A delayed handoff to Bobby Mitchell on 4th and 4. Baltimore in a standard zone. Plum drops back. Draw to Mitchell. Mitchell brought down by Brown. Gain of 5 yards. Clutch run by Bobby Mitchell. They move the chains. So it'll be the Browns 1st and 10 on the Baltimore 23. Let's rest Bobby Mitchell. Let's bring in Lou Carpenter. Let's rest Brewster and bring in Frank Clark. So it's going to be Brown and Carpenter. Renfro, Carpenter, Preston Carpenter, and Frank Clark at your wideouts. Screen to Jimmy Brown on 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 23. Baltimore in a neutral defense looking to double Carpenter. It's a screen to Brown at the 25, but pushed out of bounds. So great reaction by the Colts defense. Only a gain of a yard. Jim Brown couldn't turn the corner. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Darrell Pete Brewster will come in, and Preston Carpenter will go out. It's going to be a give to Jim Brown on 2nd and 9. Will the Colts be keying Brown? Tight coverage by Baltimore, looking for bump and run coverage. Here comes the blitz. It's a give to Brown. Do they beat the blitz? Penalty. Great penetration, but misses the tackle. Brown maneuvers for 7 yards. A couple of yards, excuse me. And that will leave a 3rd and 7. So Jim Brown gets by the blitzer and picks up 3. Actually picks up 2. So it's 3rd and 7. Bobby Mitchell back in the game. So it's going to be split backs of Mitchell and Brown. Renfro still the lonely flanker. Preston Carpenter in with Brewster as the ends, tight to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 7. A delayed handoff to the great one, Jim Brown. Backs are in tight coverage for the Colts. Brown on the delay. Brown picks up 6 yards. It will be 4th and 1. 4th and 1. The crowd wants Cleveland to go for it. 4th and 1. A Groza field goal attempt from here, 60%. Our good friend Johnny Calculus is here at the stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Hope all is well to our good friend. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. So it is 4th and 1. We're going to go 3-headed monster in the backfield. Renfro comes out. The backs are Brown, Mitchell, and Carpenter. And it's going to be Lou Carpenter with the call on 4th and 1. Can they fool the Colts? They're keying Brown. It's a counter to Carpenter. Carpenter, 3 yards! A cloud of dust and the 1st down. A clutch run for Carpenter. 1st and 10 on the Colt 11. Sports Time Machine is here. Check out that wonderful channel. We had a few technical difficulties to start the stream off. So 1st and 10 from the Colt 11. They'll stick with the 3-headed monster backfield. And we're going to take out Darrell Brewster and bring in Frank Clark. And they're going to give it to Bobby Mitchell. Mitchell out of the 3-headed backfield. Here comes a run blitz. Mitchell with the call. Can he get by the blitzer? Small hole by Mitchell. Gain of 3 yards. A good tough run brought down by Steve Myra. A good tough run as the run blitz was on for the Colts. It's 2nd and 7 from the Colt 8. Bobby Mitchell will come out. Split backs of Brown and Carpenter. Actually, Renfro will come in. Carpenter will go out. And now they're going to bring in Leroy Bolden. So it's a 3-headed monster. Brown, Carpenter, and Bolden. 2nd and 7. It will be a handoff to the great one, Jim Brown. Man-to-man defense by the Colts. The give to Brown. Brown powers straight ahead. Touchdown, Jimmy Brown! From 7 yards out. Great blocking by the line. carries, 22 yards, and 6 points. That is a TD for number 32, Jimmy Brown. And the Browns take a 6-0 lead here in this championship game as they capitalize on the bad snap on the punt for the Colts. They snapped it over the punter's head. And here comes the toe, Lou Groza. He's been a little shaky late in the season with extra points and field goals. 95% likely that he should make it. The snap to place, a straight-ahead kick. It's on its way. It's good! 7-0 Colts. 7-0 Browns, excuse me. So they capitalize on the Colt miscue on special teams. The toe sets the ball on the tee. He's going to kick deep. Groza, he's ready. For the Colts, Lyles and Richard are back deep. Here's the kick from Lou the Toe Groza. And he strikes it well, and with the wind, it's a touchback. He really boomed that ball, the big lineman. So Johnny Unitas and the Colts will start 1st and 10 on their 20 with 4:20 to play in the first quarter, down 7-0. Amici and Dupree in the split backs. Your receivers are Moore, he's out wide. Barry and Muchler are tight to the line. It's going to be a linebacker blitz, tight coverage. They're thinking Unitas is passing on 1st down. Here comes Michaels on the blitz. Unitas takes his usual drop. Alan Amici, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And just out of Amici's reach. So the blitz disrupts Johnny U. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Colt 20. 4:03 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Browns. It's Amici and Dupree in the backfield. Unitas under center. Usual suspects are your receivers. Standard zone. Brown's going to play a little zone here. Cleveland drops back in a pass zone. Medium pass to Lenny Moore. The danger. And it's behind him. Moore somehow reaches back. He has it. And that's a 20-yard gain. What a catch by the great Lenny Moore out of Penn State. Unbelievable. 1st and 10. He reached back. It looked like he was trying to break up an interception, and it stuck. And he picks up 20 yards, 1st and 10 on the Colt 40. Now they go to a 3-headed monster backfield of Amici, Dupree, and Lenny Lyles. Moore out of the game, having a breather. Barry and Muchler, they're tight to the line of scrimmage. We're going run blitz here. Run blitz on 1st and 10. All 3 backers are coming. It's a give to Dupree. Dupree shakes a tackler and struggles for 3 yards. So they initially had Dupree possibly for a loss, but he picks up 3, and it is 2nd and 7. They stick with the 3-headed monster backfield. 2nd and 7. Linebacker blitz, tight coverage. Browns expecting pass. What will Johnny U and the Colts do? Here comes Fiss on the blitz. It's a give to Dupree. And he only picks up 1. Great reaction by that Brown defense. And it's now 3rd and 6 on the Colt 44. 2:13 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Cleveland. They're trying to maintain their undefeated season and bring home a championship. They are 10-0-2. The Steelers and the Steelers and Redskins were the 2 teams that tied. Colts, if you're just joining us, were 8-3-1. So 3rd and 6, split backs of Billy Pricer and Lenny Lyles. Lenny Moore back in the game. He's out wide. Usual suspects in tight. Barry and Muchler. Here comes the blitz again. Tight coverage. Cleveland challenging them. Brown. Here comes Costello for the Browns. Unitas usual drop. Medium pass to Lenny Moore. Moore catches it at the Cleveland 45. Brought down at the 39.
Touchdown.
Gain of 17. Lenny Moore torching, I tell you. The Browns' defensive backfield, but now Lenny Moore drops from an A to a B, and he'll only have 1 more catch opportunity before he drops even further. But Lenny Moore is a great player. He will run, he will catch, he will block. Sip of water. Amici and Dupree in the split backfield. Unitas barks out the signals. Run blitz on 1st and 10 for the Browns from their 39. Here come the Colts. Unitas looking to pass. Usual drop. Moore running a shallow crossing pattern. Complete at the 31. Moore nailed by Fisk. He has running room. Gain of 9. So he picks up the 9 yards, and Fisk, he had some running room, but Galen Fisk brings him down and leaves a 2nd and 1. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter from the Cleveland 30. 2nd and 1. Linebacker blitz. I think they're going play action fake, tight coverage. The Browns are going to send a linebacker. Here comes Vince Costello. Unitas gets a snap, hands it to Amici. Amici looks to go outside, but he's dragged down by Michaels, but picks up 3 yards and the first down. 14 seconds left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Colts on the Browns 27. Three-headed monster in the backfield. Amici, Dupree, and Moore. Barry and Mutchler are your ends. Lenny Moore, very dangerous. And he's in the red, but he's still a C receiver. We're going to play run defense on 1st and 10. Browns looking for the run. Lenny Moore, the ball carrier. Gain of 3. Good tough run by Lenny. Brought down by Paul Wiggins. And that's the end of the first quarter. So the Colts miscue cost them as the Browns capitalize on a Jim Brown touchdown run of 7 yards. We go to the second quarter. The 1958 Cleveland Browns 7. The 1958 Baltimore Colts nothing. As we go to the chat real quick. And Todd B says, 2 ties in one season, that's kind of rare. Yes, it is. And we had to come back to make sure we had a tie. Oh, no, Pittsburgh tied us on the last play, and we scored late to tie Washington, I believe. But Washington's a team we beat 85-0. Here we go. 2nd and 7. Cleveland playing the run. 3 backs. It's a handoff to Lenny Moore. Quickly hit. The ball comes loose! The ball comes loose! There's a big pileup! Moore loses the football. Who has it? And Bill Quinlan has recovered for the Browns! But now they're discussing, was he down? The referee's about to signal. Oh, it's a big moment here early in this game. And the play stands! The Browns have created another turnover. And they take over deep in their own territory on the 23. Wow. So the Colts drive comes to an end. A big pop on Lenny Moore. He fumbles and Bill Quinlan comes away from the scrum for the Browns. And they'll have it 1st and 10 on their 23. Here's Milt Plum back under center. And it's going to be Jimmy Brown and Lou Carpenter. Preston Carpenter and Brewster are your ends, and Ray Renfro is the flanker. Play action pass, medium long to Ray Renfro. Will the play action freeze the Colts defense? Double coverage on Renfro. Oh boy. Plum is going to pass. He's going to still put it up. Is he going to look for his secondary? No, he's going to throw it to Renfro. He's under pressure. Renfro downfield between 2 defenders. He has it at the 41. Gain of 20. What a catch by Ray Renfro. Milt Plum, flush from the pocket, still threw it into double coverage. And what a catch by Ray Renfro. 1st and 10 at the Brown 43. Bobby Mitchell comes back into the backfield. Renfro will get a rest. And Carpenter, so it's going to be a 3-headed monster. And Preston Carpenter goes out. Frank Clark comes in. Screen to Bobby Mitchell on 1st and 10. All the defenders seem to be bunched up. They're keying Brown for the run. Mitchell catches at the 39. Eludes the first defender. Gain of 8. Finally brought down by Leo Sanford. And it's 2nd and 2. So the Browns are on the march once again. 2nd and 2. Bobby Mitchell will come out. Leroy Bolden will come in. Still that three-headed monster. And Preston Carpenter comes in for Darrell Pete Brewster. Play action fake. They're looking for the rarely used Frank Clark on a medium long. On 2nd and 2, all-purpose defense for the Colts. Carpenter being double covered. Play action. They're looking for Clark. Medium long to Clark. Clark is nailed after catching the pass and can't hold on. It would have been a big play, but Clark took quite a shot there. A little groggy getting up. And it's now 3rd and 2 from the Colt 49. Bolden goes out. Bobby Mitchell comes back in. So it's Brown, Mitchell, and Lou Carpenter. Preston Carpenter goes out. Brewster comes in. 3rd and 2. They'll give the ball to Jimmy Brown. Jimmy Brown looking to ground and pound and move those chains. They're keying Mitchell on a pass. Brown gets the carry. Gain of 8.
First down.
Dragging him down is Leo Sanford by the ankles. Gain of 8. They were expecting a play-action pass. But Cleveland befuddles the Colts defense. 1st and 10 on the Colt 41. The march to the end zone, and a championship continues for the Browns. Todd B says, Clark is no glue fingers. Clark is still a little groggy. Clark goes out. Preston Carpenter comes in. Bobby Mitchell goes out. Lou Carpenter goes out. Leroy Bolden comes in. And Ray Renfro is back in the game. The lonely flanker. Play action fake. Medium long to Ray Renfro. They're looking to go over the top. Soft man coverage by the Colts. Play action. Renfro running a corner route. The pass is tipped away by Carl Tassif. Oh boy, that was a big play, but Tassif recovers quite nicely. Makes it 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, a delay. Handoff to Jimmy Brown on 2nd and 10. Nickel package for the Colts. Are they going to get burned? They're looking pass. Draw to Brown. Brown! Jimmy Brown! Pick up a 4-yard, so a great reaction. Brown is hit by Andy Nelson. He struggled for an extra yard, but it was a good reaction by the Colts to quickly converge on number 32, Jim Brown. And it is 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Once again, Jim Brown will get the call on 3rd and 6. Pass defense for Baltimore. They're looking for it. It's a give to Jimmy. Jimmy brought down by Myra. Gain of 8. He moves the chains again. You see this number 32, the great one, the GOAT, Jim Brown, just churning those legs, ramaging through the Colts defense. 1st and 10 on the Colt 29. Bobby Mitchell and Lou Carpenter. Bobby Mitchell comes back in the game. So it's Mitchell and Brown in the split backfield. Brewster goes out. Clark comes in. 1st and 10. Play action fake. They're going to try to go to Frank Clark again on the medium long. Little used Frank Clark when it comes to pass receptions. They're keying Brown. Play action fake to Mitchell. Plum, great fake. Plum under duress. He has to scramble. And he'll pick up a yard. Art Donovan brings him down. So that fooled no one. Good coverage downfield. An excellent pass rush by the Colts. 2nd and 9 with 10:31 left in the first half. Cleveland 7, Baltimore nothing in our 1958 championship game. And it's going to be a delayed handoff to Bobby Mitchell on 2nd and 9 from the 28. Baltimore in a standard zone defense. Draw to Mitchell. Mitchell cuts back into the hole! 9 yards! And Bill Pendleton saved the touchdowns. They're going to measure. And it's 3rd and inches. Pendleton saved a touchdown. What a move by Bobby Mitchell. I thought he had sprung free for another 6 points. So it is 3rd and 1 from the Colt 20. 3rd and 1. Carpenter comes in. Three-headed monster backfield. 3rd and 1. They'll give the ball to Jimmy Brown on 3rd and 1. Inches, actually. Run blitz. Here come the linebackers. Jim Brown! 2 yards! Brown bludgeons his way to a 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Browns on the Colts 18. Under 10 minutes to play in the half. Be a give to Lou Carpenter on 1st and 10. 3-headed backfield. They're keying ground. Counter to Carpenter. Carpenter. Oh, Gino Marchetti just almost beheaded Lou Carpenter. A loss of 2 as Marchetti trying to rally the Colts defense here. 2nd and 12 for the Browns. So it's going to be split backs of Mitchell and Brown. Brewster comes back in at end along with Clark. 2nd and 12. Delayed handoff to Bobby Mitchell on 2nd and 12, hoping to as deep zone for the Colts. They're playing pass, play action. Here's the delayed handoff to Bobby Mitchell. Gain of 5. Don Joyce. That could have been worse. Don Joyce quickly closed on the play, made a good tackle on Bobby Mitchell, and that leaves a 3rd and 7 from the Colt 15. Groza 59% from here. 3rd and 7. Clark goes out. Preston Carpenter comes in. It's going to be a handoff on 3rd and 7 to Jim Brown. Baltimore playing a neutral defense. They're watching Brown for the run. Did they guess right? They sure did. And a rare loss. Don Shinnick shoots through the line, torpedoes Brown at the legs, a loss of 1, and it's 4th and 8. Grows a 57% chance of putting the Browns up 10-0. Here comes the toe. 57% chance. Browns up 7-0, 6:45 to play in the half. The snap to place, a straight-ahead kick, 23-yard attempt. It's up, it's good! And Browns fans rejoice. Groza splits the uprights on a 23-yard field goal. And with 6:41 to play in the half, it is 10-0 Cleveland. Trying to maintain their undefeated season and bring that championship trophy to Cleveland, Ohio. Lenny Moore and Bert Rechichar back deep. The toe to kick deep. Let's see if he kicks it to the dangerous Lenny Moore. Moore has it. The Baltimore 4 brought down at the 29. So a good return of 25 yards for Lenny Moore. Johnny Unitas and the Colts offense starts 1st and 10 on the 29. Split backs of actually 3-headed monster backfield. Amici Dupree and Lenny Lyles. The ends are Barry and Mutchler. Run defense. Actually, we're going to go run blitz. All 3 linebackers shooting the run gaps for the Browns. Here come the linebackers. It's a give to Dupree. And Chuck Noll and friends bring him down after a gain of 3. Leaves us with 2nd and 7 if you're a Colts fan. As Todd beats his field goal. He's very happy with the 10-0 lead for his beloved Browns. We also know that Johnny Keklis is a Browns fan. So it's 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. Standard man coverage. Shadow the quarterback. And we're going to key Raymond Berry. So 2nd and 7. We're playing pass. Standard man coverage. Keying Berry. United sticks with his primary target. And tipped away by Vince Costello. He tried to force it into Berry, his primary target. But Costello on the double team tipped it away. Oh boy. Thought he should have had a pick. And that's why he's a linebacker. So it's 3rd and 7 from the Colt 32. 5:40 left in the half. Browns 10, Colts nothing. They're going to blitz a linebacker, play tight coverage. Can Johnny U answer the call? Here comes the blitz by the Browns. It's Fiss once again. Unitas, medium pass. Mutchler makes the catch at the 41. Michaels tackled. 9 yards and a 1st down. So Johnny U moves the chains on 3rd down. And it's now 1st and 10 at the Colt 41. 10-0 Browns. Split backfield of Amici and Jack Call. First time we've made the call for Jack Call. And it's Moore out wide. Berry and Mutchler in tight. Standard defense, shadow the quarterback. Doubling Raymond Berry. Unitas. Berry facing double coverage. Unitas looking for Amici on a flare. Amici, no chance to catch that one. Unitas just claps his hands, sort of. Bad pass by Johnny. Try to hit Amici out of the backfield on the flare. It's 2nd and 10 with 4:47 left in the half. Three-headed monster backfield. Amici, Moore, and Lyles. 2nd and 10. All-purpose defense with no double coverage by the Browns. Unitas moves back in the pocket. He's looking to throw. Outside to Lenny Moore, medium pass. Beautiful catch. Moore at midfield. 16 yards. Junior Wren knocks him out of bounds. Oh, my Lord. Lenny Moore continues to torch the Cleveland defense. So 1st and 10 in Cleveland territory on their 43. Here comes the run blitz. Amici and Dupree in the backfield. They're split backs. Here come all the linebackers. It's a handoff to Amici. No, it's a play action fake. Unitas fools them all. And Moore. Oh, just off his fingertips. Lenny Moore. Oh, boy. Johnny Unitas shaking his head. He knew he had Lenny Moore. Just let him a little too far. He thought he had 6. Instead, it's 2nd and 10 from the Cleveland 43. 2nd and 10. Soft coverage, extra defensive back, shadow the quarterback. We will double Raymond Berry. And Alan Amici. Extra defensive back. Cleveland playing a soft coverage. Unitas looking, goes to Lenny Moore. Good block by Parker. Gain of 5. So it was a run for Lenny Moore. And that will lead. We're not going to call timeout. 3rd and 5. 3:54 left in the half. Colts have it on the Cleveland 38. Amici and Dupree in the split backfield. Moore's out wide. You can see he's in red. I mean, you can still complete passes to him, but you can see that -2. That's not good. And Berry will be most likely the key receiver now. 3rd and 5. We're going to blitz a backer. Tight coverage. Let's see if we can apply pressure on Unitas, make him throw sooner than he wants. Here comes a blitz. It's Fisk once again. Medium short to Lenny Moore to the sideline. He has it at the 33. Out of bounds at the 31. Gain of 7. Unbelievable. Unitas and Moore click again. 3:46 left in the half. Colts trying to put something up on the board here. Colts have 3 timeouts. Browns have 3 timeouts. Browns will get the ball first in the second half. We're going to go run blitz here. All 3 linebackers coming. Here they come. Lenny Lyles has the ball. No, Unitas play fakes. Looking deep to Mutchler. Incomplete. The blitzing linebackers went from a run blitz to a pass blitz. And it is now 2nd and 10. Arnold Hunter's at the game. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. 2nd and 10 from the Cleveland 31. 10-0 Browns if you're just joining us. This is the 1958 NFL Championship game in our retro replay. The Browns beat out the Giants for the Eastern Conference Championship, while the Colts did win the Western Conference Championship as in real life. 3-headed monster backfield, Amici, Moore, and Lyles. 2nd and 10. Run defense on 2nd and 10. Browns expecting the run. Lenny Moore gets the call. 5 yards brought down by Vince Costello. Lenny Moore, just such a tremendous athlete, all-purpose. We're not calling timeout. Colts don't call timeout. Goes down to 2:52. And it's 3rd and 5 from the Cleveland 26. bump and run coverage shadow the quarterback. Double Barry. So they're doubling Raymond Barry, playing tight. Unitas moves back in the pocket. No one open. Unitas looking for a secondary receiver. Medium short to Alan Amici. A little high, but Amici comes down with it at the 23. Knocked out of bounds at the 21. 5 yards. They're going to measure. Did he get it? And they are just short. But what a catch by Alan Amici on the sidelines. Costello denies him the first down by inches. It's going to be 4th and inches. And the Colts down by 10 keep the offense on the field. Unitas under center. Amici and Dupree the split backs. Lenny Moore out wide. In tighter Barry and Mutchler. 4th and 1. Short yardage defense for the Browns. Fans hoping for the big hole. It's a sneak by Unitas. Nothing there. He loses a yard. Cleveland. Oh boy. Hankey on the play.
Foul. Offense.
Oh yes. And a pushing and shoving, unnecessary roughness on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. We will accept it. And the Browns, from the end of the play, will take over. So the Browns hold on 4th and inches, led by Vince Costello. And with 2:36 to play in the half, the Browns have all 3 timeouts. They're up 10-0, 1st and 10 on their 38. It will be Bobby Mitchell and Jim Brown in the backfield. Renfro out wide, Preston Carpenter and Daryl Pete Brewster in tight. It's going to be a give to Jimmy Brown on 1st and 10. Colts expecting an inside run. Brown has it. Picks up 5 yards. No timeout. And we go to the 2-minute warning. So 2nd and 5 on the Brown 43. We have all 3 of our timeouts. We can go into super hurry up. And it's going to be an outside run on 2nd and 5 to Jimmy Brown. Can Brown turn the corner? Colts looking pass. Here comes a full blitz. Brown, can he turn the corner? He does. 5 yards. And he heads out of bounds. Did he pick up the first?
First down.
Yes! So Jim Brown picks up the first. Goes out of bounds. And the Browns save a timeout. 1:50 left in the half. 10-0 Cleveland. Browns have it on their 48. First down. Outside run to Bobby Mitchell. Brown sitting in a deep zone looking past Mitchell. Can he get to the outside? 6 yards and out of bounds. So the sweeps are working here for the Browns. 1:40 left in the half. 2nd and 4. Again an outside run to Bobby Mitchell. Baltimore looking for the run. They're keying plumb this time. That's kind of funny. They're looking for the Mitchell head towards the sideline. There's room! 40! He's at the 30! Angle towards the 20! He's escorted by his teammates. Touchdown, Bobby Mitchell! Bobby Mitchell, what a run! They were thinking a bootleg from Plum. Bobby Mitchell, 6 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown. And just like that, the Cleveland running game has brought another score to the board. 16-0 Cleveland. The fans are ecstatic here by the lake. Unbelievable. And it's Lou the Toe Groza for the extra point. Bobby Mitchell turned the corner, and he was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling off to daylight. And 6 points. Browns looking for history here. Here comes the Toe. Straight ahead kicker. The snap, the place. It's on its way. Oh! Groza misses! He's struggled down the stretch here. My God! I think in the last 3 games he's missed 3 extra points. Leaves it a 16-0 game. Todd B yelling touchdown in the stands. Up in the press box, actually. So Groza just muttering to himself. Paul Brown not too happy with the Toe. as he puts the ball on the tee. And it's going to be Lyles and Rechachar back deep. Here's the kick from Groza. Lyles at the 3. 3 yards deep in the end zone. And he takes it out. Wow, that was a gutsy play. 3 yards deep. He brings it out to the 21. So it's a 24-yard return. So 1:21 left for Johnny U. Colts can try to take heart in that. Groza missed the extra point. Colts have all 3 timeouts. Zone coverage playing the sidelines. Unitas drops back to pass. He's looking. Unitas shifts to his secondary. Looking for a big play for Raymond Berry. Incomplete! So Unitas looked to his secondary, tried to go deep to Berry. Now 1:09 left in the half. 16-0 Browns. Again, Browns will skew their defense toward the sidelines. Play a standard zone coverage. 2nd and 10 from the Colt 21. Johnny Unitas barks off the signals, looking for Lenny Moore on a deep out pattern, and knocked away by Junior Red. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. Under a minute to play in the first half. Standard zone. Actually, let's go deep zone. No, let's go standard zone. Side lane coverage. Again, skewing the defense towards the sidelines. Let's see if they go down the middle. It should be open. Play fake to Amici. Medium pass to Muchler. There's nowhere to put the football. Unitas throws that one away. So great coverage by this Browns defense. 4th and 10. And here comes Ray L. Brown to punt. Ken Kontz back to return it. Here's the punt. Gets the kick away. End over end kick. Kontz fields it cleanly at the 34. And it's a 9-yard return. So with 44 seconds, the Browns have the ball. 1st and 10 on their 43 with 3 timeouts left. They'd love to put some more points on the board. Todd B says, oh my God, here's a bad sign. Cleveland will lose 17-16 now. LOL. You never know. It's going to be Jimmy Brown on a sweep. Brown gets the call. Colts looking for a deep pass. Brown, 7 yards. Out of bounds at midfield. Clock stops. 37 seconds left. Jim Brown gets the call again. Sweep Jimmy Brown. 2nd and 3 from midfield. They're looking short pass. Here comes Nelson on the blitz. Can Brown get around the corner and the blitz? But he fails to get the first down. So Jimmy Brown cannot. He does get out of bounds, though. It is 3rd and 2. How do you do? From the Colt 49. So he actually lost a yard there. A draw. Inside. Cancel. We're going to go inside draw. Bobby Mitchell. Delayed handoff to Mitchell. Soft man coverage by the Colts. Plum. There's the draw. Bobby Mitchell. Mitchell has the ball. He's through the line. At the 40. Mitchell, 9 yards, a first down. And Cleveland will take their first time out. So with 20 seconds left, 2 timeouts, Cleveland has it 1st and 10 on the Colt 40. And we have to take Bobby Mitchell out. You can see the yellow, they have to be rested. And we'll take these guys out. And Bolden will come in. I want to go down the middle. Play action pass. They're going deep to Ray Renfro. We're going to go down the middle, hoping they're playing to the outs. It's an all-out blitz. Play action to Brown. Plum under duress. Marchetti pressuring Plum. Misses the tackle. Lyle, what happened there? And Cleve, oh my Lord, the ball comes loose. my Lord! Plum was sacked for 5 yards. Do we call timeout? And the Browns will call timeout. Lyles with the sack. The ball came loose, but Chuck Noll, a lot of people think he'll make a fine coach in the future, comes away with a, ooh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. It's going to be a draw. Stay inside draw to Jimmy Brown. 2nd and 15. Colts in a standard zone defense looking pass. Delayed handoff to Jimmy Brown. Big Daddy Lipscomb makes the tackle after 2 yards. And that will end the half. So with 30 more minutes of football, the Cleveland Browns 16, the Baltimore Colts nothing. Cleveland will receive the third quarter kickoff. Back deep, Leroy Bolden and the great one, Jim Brown. Myra with the kick. Great looking kick. It's a touchback. A little confusion with the Browns. Got into the end zone. They knelt down. So it's going to be Bobby Mitchell and Jim Brown in the split backfield. Renfro, the flanker, out wide. Darrell, Pete Brewster, and Frank Clark in tight. Bobby Mitchell, we could probably give him the ball 1 to 2 more times. We're actually going to go play action fake. We're going to go look for a medium short, try to hit Mitchell out of the backfield. Colts 8 men up in the box, playing run. They're keying Brown. Can Plum get it to Mitchell? Bobby Mitchell makes the grab at the 23. Nailed by Andy Nelson. But it's a gain of 9. So Mitchell, on the play action fake, is able to escape the backfield. Pick up 9 yards, Plum to Mitchell. 2nd and 1 from the Cleveland 29 here at Cleveland, Ohio Stadium is What's Blazing in Sports. Wonderful boxing channel. Check that out. Please subscribe, and all that other great stuff. Our good friend T-Dub. Hope all is well. So it's 2nd and 1. Bobby Mitchell will go out. Lou Carpenter will come in. 2nd and 1, they'll give the ball to Lou Carpenter. And hope they're keying Jimmy Brown. They're playing the run. They're keying Brown. Counter to Lou Carpenter. Carpenter gets a handoff 2 yards and moves the chains. A good, tough run by Lou Carpenter. Chains continue to move. It's 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 31. Play action fake, medium short to Ray Renfro. All-purpose defense for Baltimore. They're doubling Clark. Renfro could be open. Shallow crossing pattern. Renfro at the 37 with the reception. Quickly hauled down. Gain of 6 yards. Oh, he had some running room. Very good tackle by the Colts. So it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Renfro now goes from an A to a B. A handoff on 2nd and 4 to Jimmy Brown.
Timeout, offense.
And Plum sees the clock coming down. He calls timeout. So the Browns are down to 2 timeouts. Plum goes over, talk things over with Paul Brown. Now back into the huddle. 2nd and 4. Bobby Mitchell will come back in. Carpenter goes out after that delay. It's going to be a delayed handoff to Bobby Mitchell. 2nd and 4 from the Brown 37. Baltimore playing zone pass. It's a draw. Bobby Mitchell, 8 yards and a first down. Don Shinnick makes the diving tackle, basically clipping Mitchell at the legs. But they move the chains once again. Now Bobby Mitchell goes to a D and a -1. So 1st and 10. The handoff to Jimmy Brown on 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 45. Standard defense for the Colts. Brown gets the carry. Brought down by Leo Sanford, but it's 5 yards. And the Browns are at midfield. They're just churning out the yards, ground and pound. Paul Brown slapping the playbook into his hand. Bobby Mitchell goes out. Lou Carpenter comes back in. 2nd and 5. Delayed handoff to Carpenter. The Colts playing tight coverage. Here comes the blitz. Carpenter on the draw. 7 yards!
First
So
down.
Carpenter, that's a 3rd time Sweet Lou Carpenter's moved the chains. Clutch run by Lou Carpenter. Ground and pound, Cleveland Browns. Again, it's Brown and Carpenter in the split back. Now Preston Carpenter comes in for Frank Clark, so it's Brewster and Carpenter. The ends tight to the line of scrimmage. They're going to flare it out to Carpenter out of the backfield on 1st and 10. Run defense for Baltimore. The King, Jimmy Brown. The flare the other way to Carpenter. And it's behind him. Oh, boy. Milt Plum claps his hands. He had Carpenter, threw it behind him. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the Colt 43. Delayed handoff to Jimmy Brown on 2nd and 10. Baltimore, soft man coverage. Doubling Renfro. The draw to Jim Brown. 7 yards for Jimmy Brown. Brought down by Leo Sanford and friends, but it leaves a 3rd and 3 for the Browns at the Colt 36. Under 10 minutes of play in the 3rd quarter, the Browns are up 16-0. 3rd and 3. Bobby Mitchell comes back into the game. Carpenter stays in the game. Renfro goes out. Play action fake. They're going to look for Preston Carpenter on the medium short. Everyone tight to the line of scrimmage. Colts playing run. Play action fake. Fake handoff to Bobby Mitchell. Plum looking to throw. Carpenter at the 30. 16 yards. Knocked out of bounds by Lenny Lyles, who's playing both ways. Unbelievable. The chains move once again. 1st and 10 on the Colt 20. Browns looking to add to this lead. 3-headed backfield once again. Lou Carpenter will get the call on the straight handoff on 1st and 10 from the 20. Run defense for the Colts. King Brown counter to Lou Carpenter. Carpenter hit in the backfield by Ordell Brass. He loses the football! And Don Joyce recovers it for the Colts! Oh my Lord, after all those clutch runs by Carpenter, he coughs it up. And now the Colts, they still have life. They take over after the turnover, 1st and 10 on their 21, to the chagrin of the Browns fans here in Cleveland at the stadium. That's a big ouch. They go with a 3-headed backfield of Michi, Dupree, and Call. Unitas under center. Barry and Mutchler are tight to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a run blitz. Here come all 3 backers for the Browns. 8 men up in the backs for Cleveland. Dupree gets the ball. Press leads the way. Springs Dupree. Nice move by Dupree. But Fisk doesn't bite. He stays with the pursuit. And from what should have been a huge play, it's only an 8-yard gain. Could have been a lot worse, as Todd B starting to panic at the stadium. So it's going to be 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Linebacker blitz tight coverage. We're expecting pass here. Let's see what Johnny Unitas and Weeb Eubank do here. Here comes the blitz. It's Fisk. Unitas gives to Amici. Gets to the outside, but he's driven out of bounds.
First down.
But Amici bounced to the outside, picks up 9 yards. And again, good pursuit by the Browns defense. Could have been a lot worse, but now the Colts have some momentum after the turnover. They're just moving the chains. They got to put something up on the board. Run blitz again by the Browns. Unitas gives to Amici. Good block by Priest. Amici gets through the line, picks up 5 yards, and it's Galen Fisk pursuing the play with another tackle. So the Colts in rhythm here. Browns trying to get them out of rhythm. 2nd and 5 from the Colt 43. 7:51 to play in the 3rd quarter. This is the championship game, 1958 retro replay. The Browns beat out the Giants in the Eastern Conference. The Colts, as in actuality, won the Western Conference. The Browns are 10 wins, no losses, 2 ties. The Colts 8 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie. 2nd and 5. Linebacker blitz, tight coverage. That's what we're calling for the Browns. They're in bump and run. Here comes Galen Fisk. Amici with the carry. Heads to the outside. Can he pop it? No, he's held the 3 yards. Good pursuit. They're able to string it out, and it leaves 3rd and 2 at the Colt 46. 7:17 to play in the 3rd quarter. 16-0 Browns. Colts trying to get something after the Browns turnover. Who was it? I can't think of his name, but he fumbled the ball deep in Colt territory. Let's go back over here for a moment. Box score. Lou Carpenter fumbled the ball after having 3 real clutch runs on short yardage situations. All right, here we go. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's the run blitz. All 3 linebackers coming. What will Unitas and the Colts do? Goes to Dupree. Hit in the backfield by Don Colo. 2-yard loss. Don Colo puts the kibosh on Dupree. And it is 4th and 4. And my Lord, that Brown defense comes up huge again. And Weeb Eubanks shakes his head and sends the punt team out one more time. And here comes Ray L. Brown to do the punting. The normal return is on. The punt's away. It's a short punt. Schaffner catches the ball at the 26. Not much room. Breaks free over the 30. Over the 40. But he's caught from behind at the 44. Trying to follow his blockers. Very good pursuit by the Colts, but he comes 18 yards too late. And the Browns, once again, unbelievable. They hold on short yardage, and they get a good return here. Paul Brown wants them to put up more points. They lead 16-0. And it's going to be Bobby Mitchell and Jim Brown in the split backfield. Renfro comes back in. He's the flanker out wide. Preston Carpenter and Darrell Pete Brewster are in tight to the line of scrimmage. Play action pass. They're going over the top to Renfro. They're going over the top. Here comes a blitz. Here's the play action. Renfro on the fly. Broken up by Milt Davis. Oh boy, that had 6 written all over it. Great job by Davis to recover. And it's 2nd and 10. Here's the draw on 2nd and 10 to Bobby Mitchell from the Cleveland 44. Man-to-man coverage for the Colts. They're looking for the pass. Mitchell on the draw. Mitchell, 5 yards, brought down by Don Joyce. 3rd and 5. 5:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Ball in the Cleveland 49. 3rd and 5. Clean handoff to Jimmy Brown here. Here comes a blitz. It's the defensive back. Brown with the ball. Some daylight. 4 yards. And they're just going to come up short. It is 4th and 1. 4th and 1 on the Colt 47. 4th and 1. Fourth and 1. Mitchell goes out. Carpenter and Bolden in the 3-headed monster backfield. Renfro goes out. 4th and 1. Paul Brown thinking about it. 4th and 1. He tells the offense to stay on the field. Sean D is here at the stadium. Thank you for joining us. 4th and 1. They're going to give it to the man who fumbled. It's a counter. They're hoping they're going to key Jimmy Brown. Short yardage formation. Looking for Brown. Carpenter with the carry. 6 yards! Lou Carpenter blasts through the hole. Head down. Legs are churning. He moves the chains. Boy, did he make up for that fumble right there, folks. And Paul Brown just slaps the playbook in his hand with a big smile. The man who wears the fedora. They move the chains. 3:47. 1st and 10. on the Colt 41. Three-headed backfield again. It's going to be a handoff to Leroy Bolden. That's his first call. They're keying Brown. Bolden picks up 5 yards. So everyone's getting the hang of it. And that leaves 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Bobby Mitchell comes back in the game. And it'll be Bobby Mitchell with the carry on 2nd and 5. All-purpose defense for the Colts. Looking for Carpenter. It's a run by Mitchell. Mitchell picks up
First down.
5 yards. He followed the center right up the middle. Bobby Mitchell, 10 carries, 100 yards, and a TD for BM Bobby Mitchell. Now Mitchell, you can see, is an E now and a -3, so we're pretty much not going to use Bobby Mitchell anymore. 2:16 left in the third quarter. Mitchell goes out. Ray Renfro comes back in. Play action fake, medium long to Ray Renfro. They've been trying to hit Renfro deep. Baltimore playing the run, looking for the bootleg. Renfro, flag pattern, and tipped by Renfro at the 11, but falls incomplete. A lot of contact there. Renfro almost made the unbelievable catch. Paul Brown wanted a pass interference call, but none to his chagrin. It is 2nd and 10, 2:08 left in the third quarter. Browns keep inching their way closer to the undefeated season. They're up 16-0. It's going to be a delayed handoff to Jim Brown on 2nd and 10. Bump and run coverage for the Colts. Doubling Renfro. Plum. Draw. Jimmy Brown. 3 yards. So a good reaction by the Colts defense. Andy Nelson will be credited with the tackle. 3rd and 7. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. 3rd and 7. It's going to be a draw to Carpenter. 3rd and 7. Colts playing the run, looking for Brown. Counter draw to Carpenter. Carpenter struggles, but gains 3. Now, Groza has made a field goal, missed an extra point. Only a 38% chance of the toe knocking this through the uprights. Paul Brown says keep the offense on the field on 4th and 4. Though, if we miss the field goal, the rules back in 1958, the Colts will get it at their 20. But we're going to keep the offense on the field. Going to keep the offense on the field. Delayed handoff to Jimmy Brown on 4th and 4. Standard man-to-man coverage by Baltimore. Here comes the safety blitz. Here comes the draw to Jimmy Brown. Brown changes direction. 6 yards. First time, Jimmy Brown. What a run by Jim Brown. And that ends the third quarter. And my God, what a smile on Paul Brown's face. Unbelievable. 15 more minutes of football. 15 more minutes until an undefeated season for the Cleveland Browns. The Colts have struggled against this, and again, not much spoken about the Cleveland Brown defense, but it has been outstanding in this replay. Now, I call the defense and offense for the Browns, while my opponents use the sim engine for 2nd and 10 football. All right, we need to churn out 15 minutes to victory. And we're going to go split backs of Bolden and Brown. Renfro is out wide as a flanker. Carpenter and Darrell Pete Brewster in tight as your end. So it's like a double tight end right there. Greg Gorecki says, let's go Browns! Todd B. The 72 Dolphins called from future and said they didn't have any ties in their championship year. As he's a big smile. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff to Jim Brown. No fooling around now. All-purpose defense for the Colts. And they're looking pass. Brown hits the carry. Gain of 5. Brought down by Don Shinnick. Under 15 minutes to a championship. Under 15 minutes to a championship. 16-0 Cleveland. It's a give to Jim Brown again. Oh, wait. Cancel. Slow down. We want to go slow down. No. Yeah, slow down offense. Slow down offense. And it's going to be a inside handoff to Jimmy Brown. Cleveland taking their time. They're doubling Renfro. They think it's a play-action pass. And Odell Brass beats his lineman and brings down Jim Brown for a rare 1-yard loss. And it's now 3rd and 6. Under 14 minutes to championship. 14 minutes. Under 14 minutes. Groza 59% from here. Third and 6. Delayed handoff to Jim Brown. Baltimore looking for the inside run. Plum drops back to pass. The draw to Jimmy Brown. And again, Odell Brass read the playbook. A loss of 1, so 2 consecutive 1-yard losses by Jim Brown. And it's now 4th and 7. Here comes the toe at 57%. Under 13 minutes to play. 16-0 Cleveland. The toe hoping to make it 19-0. He has missed an extra point. He has made a field goal, though. A toe, straight ahead kicker. The snap to place. It's up. And it's good! Lou the toe Groza has now made it 19-0. He is 2 for 2 for field goals. 1 for 2 for extra points. And the big smile from the toe. And 12:40 until a Cleveland championship here in 1958. Lenny Moore, the Magic Man, back deep, along with Bert Retchichar. Groza will kick deep. Here's the boot by the toe. Lenny Moore has it at the 3. Moore, 22 yards on the return. So the Colts, trailing by 19, will start 1st and 10 on their 25. Johnny Unitas, the crew cut. High top sneakers. Can Johnny U do it? But this is before he made his legend. So, it's Amici and Dupree in the split backfield. Moore out wide. Barry and Mutchler tight to the line. Tight coverage, linebacker blitz. The Browns going for the jugular. Here comes the blitz. It's Vince Costello. It's a give to Dupree. And Dupree! Loss of 1. Costello blows the play up. Bill Quinlan cleans up the mess. He's credited with the tackle. It's 2nd and 11. 11:56 left in the ball game. Soft coverage, extra defensive back, shadow the quarterback. We're going to double Raymond Berry. And hit okay. Berry will get double coverage. Unitas moves back in the pocket. Unitas, quick hitch to Lenny Moore. Incomplete! As the Browns snuff that play out. 3rd and 11, under 12 minutes to play. Until a Browns championship. Cleveland 19, Baltimore nothing. Again, soft coverage, extra defensive back, shadow the quarterback. You can see Barry's an A still. We're going to double him. And Dupree out of the backfield. So we're doubling Barry and Dupree. Cleveland looking for pass. Unitas looking to throw. He throws towards the original target. Barry knocked away by Ken Kotz. That forces a 4th and 11. And the Browns are holding under 12 minutes to play, 11:38 to be in fact, away from a Cleveland championship here in the National Football League. And Weeb Eubanks sends the punter out. What can he do? It's 4th and 11. He still hopes they can somehow hold Cleveland and get some scores here. The return is on. They're looking for a big return from Jim Schaffner. Long snap. Here's the punt. It's a good punt. And Schaffner at the 27. Head to the sideline. Oh, boy. And he is knocked hard out of bounds after a 1-yard gain. And with 11:30 left in the game, Cleveland up 19-0. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their 28. 1st and 10 on their 28. It's going to be a handoff to Jimmy Brown. They got to be keying Jim Brown. You'd expecting inside run. Colts keying Brown. Brown gets the ball. Brown, 3 yards. They just want that Clark to Chernin. 10:42 left in the game. Mitchell and Carpenter come back in. Renfro goes out. They continue with the slowdown. Outside run by Bobby Mitchell. Can he turn the corner? Baltimore standard defense. Keying Jimmy Brown. Counter sweep to Bobby Mitchell. Marchetti gets great penetration, and it's a loss of 2 as big old Gino Marchetti drags Bobby Mitchell down quite rudely. Under 10 minutes to play. 9:53 left in the ball game. It will be a draw to Jimmy Brown on 3rd and 9 from the Cleveland 29. Nickel package. Wow, they're looking pass. It's a draw. Jimmy Brown. Brown with the ball. Nelson brings him down after a 3-yard gain. 4th and 6, and here comes the punt team. 9:09 left in the game. And Dick Deshane will come into punt. That's the first time I think we're punting. So it's Deshane. Back deep is Carl Tassef. We're going to go maximum protection as we think they're going to come with the punt rush. Here's the punt. Max protect. Deshane. Under pressure. It's a good punt. Glad we kept the extra blockers in. Tassif is brought down almost immediately. Wait, he spins away! But he picks up only 8 yards. Good recovery by the Browns special team. So they were coming for the punt block, but we kept the extra blockers in. And with 9:01 left in the game, the Cleveland Browns 19, the Baltimore Colts nothing in this 1958 championship game. Using 2nd and 10 football. Soft coverage. Shadow the quarterback, extra defensive back, sidelines, doubling Raymond Berry, and we'll have a roamer. We're playing pass, double covering Berry. Unitas going to pass. Stays with Berry. Berry running a corner route, flag on the play. Berry makes the catch at midfield, steps out of bounds. What's the flag? What is the flag? Now they're wondering if he caught the ball. Here's the signal. It is a good catch for 16 yards, but flag holding.
Offense.
Yo, boy, the Colts, when it goes bad, it goes bad. 16 yards nullified on the holding. Cleveland accepts it. The fans are ecstatic. Under 9 minutes to play to a championship. Again, soft coverage. Shatter the quarterback, play the sidelines, double coverage on guess who? You've guessed it, Raymond Berry. Here we go. Unitas has to pass. There's no choice. Unitas looking. Back to pass. Looking around. Berry, intended receiver on the medium pass. And just out of reach as Unitas cannot beat the double coverage as they are flanking Berry on both sides. And it's now 2nd and 25. Again, soft coverage, extra defensive back, sidelines, shadow the quarterback, and double Raymond Berry. Our 2nd defensive back is just rolling. Colts need a big play here to have any hope. It's a draw to Lenny Moore. Flag on the play. Moore met the line of scrimmage, but he picks up 7 yards.
Illegal use of hands. Offense.
Oh my Lord! It just goes from bad to worse. Illegal use of hands on the offense. The 7 yards by Lenny Moore is denied, and a huge cheer goes up by the Browns fans. 8:44 left in the game. 2nd and 33. We will now play a deep zone, cover the sidelines, extra defensive back. 2nd and 33, what do you call? I don't know. I'm not on their team. United's looking to pass. Is he going to heave it up? And nowhere to go. Incomplete. As he heaved it up to Berry again. It's now 3rd and 33 with 8:28 until a Browns championship. Deep zone. Extra defensive back, sideline. Let's see if they'll try to run someone deep down the middle. Colts. Johnny U drops back the pass under pressure. Unitas is sacked. Bob Gaines sacks him. 8-yard loss. 4th and 41. And Weeb Eubank has put up the white towel. He sends out the punter. Unbelievable. This Cleveland Brown defense has clamped down on these Baltimore Colts. They're not running wild here in Cleveland, folks. No stampede in Cleveland. They have been tamed. The ball is on the Colts 3. We're going to put the return on. Baltimore punting, Brown punting out of his end zone. They want a good return here. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. And it goes out of bounds at the Cleveland 37. Wow, what a punt. 60 yards. But gets him out of danger for now. But the danger is coming in 7 minutes and 52 seconds. 19-0 Cleveland. The Browns 7 minutes and 52 seconds away from a championship. Three-headed monster backfield. Brown, Mitchell, and Carpenter. And it's going to be a sweep by Jim Brown. 8 men up. They're playing the run, the Colts. Here comes a sweep to Jimmy Brown. Line of scrimmage. And Big Daddy Lipskin. Brown is strung out. He cannot get past the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 10. Cleveland doesn't care. 7:07 left in the game. Inside run, Jimmy Brown. Brown the workhorse. Jim Brown gets the carry. 2 yards on the play. 3rd and 8. 6:24 left in the game. Delayed handoff to Lou Carpenter on 3rd and 8. Soft man coverage. They're thinking pass. It's a draw to Carpenter. Carpenter cuts to his left. He breaks free! 15 yards! Lou Carpenter! Again, Lou Carpenter moves the chains! Oh my God, Lou Carpenter moves the chains. The play's on the screen, Clinton. I don't know what you're talking about. Just look at the thing. You click run. That's how this game works. You click. That's how this game works. It's not action PC football. Play's on the screen. Everything's on the screen. So the chains move once again. 5:39 for the Browns championship. And it's going to be an inside run to Jimmy Brown. Brown, Colts playing the run. Brown gets the call. No gain, but the clock churns. The clock churns. 2nd and 10, under 5 minutes to go. You can see Brown has been the workhorse. He's down from an A to a C, -7 now. And it's going to be a delayed handoff to Lou Carpenter. Standard man coverage. Covering the other Carpenter. It's a draw to Lou Carpenter, 6 yards. Leo Sanford brings him down, 3rd and 4. 4:08 left in the game. Again, a delayed handoff to Lou Carpenter on 3rd and 4. Bump and run coverage by the Colts. Draw to Carpenter. Carpenter cuts to his left. He breaks free. Out about 19 yards as he out at the 21. Lou Carpenter, unbelievable. The ground and pound by the Cleveland Browns continues. .358. Unfortunately, he went out of bounds. Let's just look. How many yards does Lou Carpenter have now after that horrific fumble? Lou Carpenter, 58 yards. Jim Brown will be held under 100 yards most likely. Wow, I think that's the first time. But a championship is coming to Cleveland, so I don't think he'll mind. Here we go. It is 1st and 10. And it's going to be a sweep to Jimmy Brown. Let's see if we get him over the century mark. It's a give to Brown. He goes to the outside. Outside for 4 yards, and he's over the century mark. Jimmy Brown. 29 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. 2nd and 6, 3:14 left in the game. Delayed handoff to Lou Carpenter. Standard man defense by the Colts. Clock going tick, tick, tick. Carpenter on the draw. He gets nothing. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. 2:25 left in the game. The toe warming up on the sideline. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Good gosh almighty. A delayed handoff to Jimmy Brown on 3rd and 6. Can he pop in for another score? Standard defense for the Colts. Plum. Delayed handoff to Brown. Brown collides with a teammate. And it's a 4-yard loss. Unbelievable. Marchetti will be credited with the tackle as he just went under the century mark now. 2 minutes left in this game. That stinks. Brown back to 99 yards on 30 carries. It is 4th and 10. 47% chance of Groza making this. 4th and 10. Offense stays on the field. It's a draw to Jimmy Brown. 4th and 10. Colts in a neutral defense. Trying to look for Brewster. Delayed handoff to Jimmy Brown. 4 yards. First change of possession, but we go over 100 yards once again. 31 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. Under 2 minutes to play. We will play a prevent. Actually, we'll play a deep zone. Sidelines, extra defensive back. Here we go, deep zone. It's academic, folks. Unitas looking for Barry on a post pattern. Barry pulls it down at the 33.
First down.
16 yards. We're not calling timeout. The Colts aren't calling timeout. Now we'll go to the prevent. Colts trying to get something in garbage time. Play action fake to Dupree. Running for a goal route is Barry. Pass knocked away by Warren Lahr. 2nd and 10 again. We'll be in a prevent. Colts just trying to put something on the board. They don't want to be shut out 19-0. Unitas looking from the pocket. From the pocket, medium pass to Lenny Moore. And just out of Moore's reach. It's now 3rd and 10 with under a minute to go. Again, the prevent for the Browns. A lot of jubilation here in the stadium. Unitas back to pass. Looking. No! It's a delayed handoff to Lenny Moore. And the Browns quickly swarm Moore. And it's going to be 4th and... Oh my God! Why would you call timeout? The Colts call timeout. I hope we break someone's leg on this play. 4th and 7, and these numbnuts down by 19 with 50 seconds to go. Call timeout. We're playing a prevent. Browns in a prevent defense. The fans are rocking and rolling here in Cleveland to this newfangled rock and roll music. And patted away by Chuck Noll. The Browns, they're looking for Barry, but Chuck Noll dropping back in pass coverage, bats it away. And Cleveland looks to have a 19-0 shutout here in this 58 championship game. They will finish 11 wins, no defeats, and 2 ties. There's no kneel down on the ball here, so we're just going to give the ball. Oh, God, I don't want to give it to Jim Brown. End around to Preston Carpenter. Inside run to Keem Brown. Here comes the end around to Carpenter. Preston Carpenter. 2-yard run. That's the ball game! That's the ball game! The Cleveland Browns are your 1958 retro replay champions in the NFL using 2nd and 10 football. Johnny Unitas was only 10 of 25 for 121 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Jimmy Brown, 31 carries, 103 yards, 1 touchdown. And they were all tough yards. His long run was 8. Lenny Moore, the only bright spot for the Colts. 6 receptions, 87 yards, no touchdowns. His long reception was 20 yards. Baltimore had 11 first down, Cleveland 19. Passing yards for the Colts, 113 when you net it out. For Cleveland, only 55, but they rushed for 267 yards, while the Colts could only muster 75 yards on the ground. Net total offense, 322 for the Browns, 97 yards for the Colts. Cleveland's unheralded defense holds the Colts to under 100 net yards. Penalties were not kind to the Colts. 5 for 60. The Browns were perfect. No penalties. Each team had a sack. The Colts 1 for 8. The Browns 1 for 5. Browns turned the ball over once. The Colts turned the ball over twice. Time of possession. Baltimore, 20 minutes and 10 seconds. The Cleveland Browns, 39 minutes and 50 seconds. Most valuable player of the game, Jimmy Brown was the workhorse. Every yard was tough for Jimmy Brown. 31 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. He also had a reception for a yard. And there you have it. Let's go back to the box score here quickly. Unitas, again, we already gave you his number. Amici, 9 for 40 on the ground. Dupree, 7 for 16. Moore, 6 for 19. And Unitas, 2 for zilch. Receiving, Lenny Moore, 6 for 87. Barry shut him down, 2 for 21. Muchler, 1 for 9. And Amici, 1 for 4. Plum, 50% for 60 yards. He was there to manage the game and hand that ball off. Ground and pound Cleveland. That was a strategy. Again, Jimmy Brown, 31 for 103 and a touchdown. Mitchell, 11 for 98. His big run for a touchdown, 46 yards. Carpenter had that dreadful fumble, but came up big. He moved the chains quite a bit. 11 carries, 58 yards. Bolden got in the action, 1 for 5. Carpenter, 1 for 2. And Plum, 1 for 1. Renfro, 2 for 26 in receptions. Mitchell, 2 for 17. Carpenter, that's Preston Carpenter, I believe, 1 for 16. And Jimmy Brown, 1 for 1. Here's your scoring, as you can see. So that's it, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. That ends our Cleveland Brown 1958 Retro Replay. We didn't put every game on the channel. We put about 4. We put both Giants games. We put the revenge game against the Redskins, which we beat them 85-0, which was hilarious. And I think we put the Eagle game up too. And now we put the championship game. Cleveland wins 19-0. They finish at 11 wins, no defeats, and 2 ties. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. And Reese, oh, how you doing, my friend? Happy New Year. Hope all is well. So thank you very much. As Todd B says, 259 yards on the ground for Cleveland. We are ground and pound, baby. So our next football project will be the 1972 tournament, where we take the top 16 teams. We're going to be using Action PC Football. I play as all the weaker teams, which means I'm going to lose a lot. But you never know. And our first game up there, let's see if we can bump off the 1972 Dolphins. It's going to be the 72 Dolphins against the 72 Rams. So thank you very much. Hope all is well. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace. Love you all.